Hi, my name is René Couture from DBO Expert, Canadian distributor of the EnviroSeptic line of products. Today we will install a wastewater disposal system. Together we will look at all the necessary steps in order to make a good installation of a wastewater disposal system that distributes, infiltrate, and also treat. So please follow me and we will take a look at this together. This morning, we first studied the elaborate plan in very meticulous way. It is a very important step that needs not to be forgot in order to avoid mistakes. Then, get to know the land, the slopes, obstacles, and every other obvious constraint. Here's a list of the material needed in order to do the installation. First, the EnviroSeptic pipes, the sampling device, and the couplings. You will also need a distribution box, water flow equalizers, 1 and 2 hole off-centered adapter, 4-inch PVC pipes, 4-inch PVC caps, 4-inch PVC 90-degree elbows, and 4-inch PVC tees. Now, take a moment to plan the movement of machinery like the excavator and all other devices that you will need. The measures of the receiving land have been determined earlier by using pickets. Before you start preparing the surface to be excavated, make sure that you have filtering sand in accordance with the existing regulations. Please take note that for the EnviroSeptic system, the nominal diameter or D10 of the system sand required can vary from 0.2 to 0.5 millimeter. Still in the installation planning, you must calculate the level differences necessary to provide gravitational flow if possible. It is now time to prepare the surface. First, identify the surface of the land needed according to the plan. Avoid using a ditch bucket like this one, since what we want is a churn bottom which facilitates water flow. Here is the proper method using a tube bucket. Once the surface of the receiving soil has been prepared, the next step consists in setting up the sampling device. The sampling device is composed of a collector, a sampling port, and an infiltration pipe connected together with PVC pipes. It is installed directly on the surface of the receiving soil except when a layer of imported sand is required under the system. For all installations, the collector is located in the layer of the system sand below a row of EnviroSeptic pipes. First, mark on the receiving soil the place where the collector, the sampling port, and the infiltration pipe need to be installed according to the designer's drawings. The center of the collector must always be approximately at a quarter of the length of a row of EnviroSeptic pipe, starting from the feeding end. The collector can be located under a row of the center of the system. The sampling port is then placed between two rows or near the distribution box. It can also be placed under the end row of EnviroSeptic. The sampling port is then located on the side of the system. Once the location of the sampling device has been determined, its installation can be made. The first step consists in setting up the sampling port and the infiltration pipe. First, you must dig approximately 25 millimeters where the sampling port will be placed. Then, position the sampling port. Having removed the pre-cut seal of one of the bottom openings of the sampling port, insert the 100 millimeter PVC return pipe that has been cut to the proper length. The length of the return pipe and its placement depend on the position of the sampling port and the collector. Insert the return pipe approximately 50 millimeters through the seal into the sampling port. At the end of the return pipe, insert a coupling to link the infiltration pipe. Then link the return pipe to the infiltration pipe. The placement of the infiltration pipe will make a loop. Make sure to properly secure the soft membrane at the end of the infiltration pipe when you connect it to the coupling. At the other end, place an internal cap to hold the salt membrane in place and to plug the line. The infiltration pipe is placed horizontally directly on the scarified receiving soil on a length from 1.5 to 1.8 meters and on 60 centimeters width. Once the sampling port and the infiltration pipe are in place, the next step consists in covering it with 100 millimeter or 4 inches of system sand. The sand maintains the infiltration pipe in place while serving as the receiving surface for the collector. The installation of the collector comes next. Remove the pre-cut seal from the top position opening of the sampling port. Insert the feeder pipe into the seal for a distance of 50 to 75 millimeters. Then remove the pre-cut seal from the collector's opening and insert the feeder pipe through that seal by a distance of 50 millimeters. Then insert the coupling and connect the feeder pipe to the collecting pipe. Make sure to secure the sock membrane in place. At the other end of the collecting pipe, place an internal cap to hold the sock membrane in place to plug the line. The last step consists in covering the collector with system sand. The collecting pipe must first be laid on the bottom of the collector. The cross-section shows the position of the collector and the collecting and infiltration pipes before the installation of the system sand. In order to properly cover and secure the collector, system sand is placed both inside and outside of the unit. Please consult the installation guide to obtain more details of the installation of the sampling device and the material required.